Alright, hello YouTube, this is MrSanfrinsisco. Today I'll be recording the 1.8 update custom crafting. Now I really do apologize for this lag. Let me just turn it back down. My computer's been having a really bad time right now. I think it has quite a few viruses, so just bear with me. I apologize. Once I fix this, I will make an updated tutorial and replace it. But until then, this is what we have. Usually, I have my render distance on max, and all the settings on full, and I can run it at still about 120 FPS. But right now, I know for sure I have a few viruses, so I just gotta get rid of those. Anyways, let's continue on. So here is my crafting table right there. If I fly above here, I have this is my room. I'll probably add another attachment over here, and then I have the zombies and creepers won't enter. That's because of this. Zombies do not see the carpet. All they see is a hole. And they do not know that they can walk on it, so they will walk up on this one, I think, yeah, but they will not walk on any of these. Same with creepers. Skeletons, I've seen skeletons jump up here, or maybe walk, I don't know. And then spiders can't fall through one holes like that, so spiders will come up here. Also, they can climb above and they'll jump, and so yeah. Anyways, here's my crafting recipes. It seems like the lag has gotten a little better. Here are my crafting recipes: bottle of enchanting and a diamond sword for an amazo sword. But you take 4 redstone, put them in each corner. Take a redstone block as the core, 2 redstone torches, redstone comparator, and a redstone repeater for a command block. And then if you take 4 stone, and then 4 cobblestone, and then put a bedrock in the, obsidian in the middle, then you got adminium, also known as bedrock. And then for the new block here, you get a sea lantern if you put glowstone and prismarine bricks. I'm not sure how to get prismarine bricks yet, but so let's go ahead and get some. So let's do the bottle of enchanting with diamond sword. There you go. Now we have the amazo sword. Now I will show you how this works and how exactly how to set it up. Like, I already have the command blocks and everything and all the redstone set up, but I will get rid of a few and recreate them just so you guys can see. Because I know there's no actual tutorials of people actually building it, so I'll actually build a few for you guys. So this one, I already know the crafting recipe for this one. This is by far my favorite one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's mainly also because you can just type in red and get all the supplies right away. Oh, I need one more torch. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Pull it in. Comparator on top, redstone, bottom. Now I have a command block. As you can see, it is fully functional. I can place them and everything. So I really love that one. Then the next one is adminium. Okay. Oops. Go bedrock or adminium. And then for the last one, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glowstone. If I put those all along here. Oh, I grabbed the wrong prismarine. There we go. Now I have a sea lantern, which the glowstone and stuff, if you don't know what a sea lantern is, it actually lights up. That's why I put the glowstone and the prismarine, so it's as if like the glowstone is the light in the middle, and then the prismarine is like all the green stuff around it. Anyways, let's get to the redstone here. So here it is. I have this all set up right here. This is the new barrier block that I have here that if you've seen any of the tutorials that people have made, they always use this. You can really use almost any block. I just want to feel like the other people. Anyways, let's see, which one is this for? This is for the, alright, so I'll get rid of this side here. And then I'll get rid of that, so you guys can actually see me make one. Now I'm going to explain how everything works. So first off, you need to get a dropper. This one is named crafting table, just like all the other, just like the one up there. You have to rename this. You can rename it to whatever you want, but this has to be, both of these have to be exactly like the one all the way up there. So now that we've renamed it to crafting table, and we have our title up there, and then you're just gonna want to grab command block. Grab 64, and then grab 1. Okay. And now, then grab a comparator and whatever block. I recommend barrier. I'm gonna place this down. Comparator. The barrier or whatever block you're using right there. Command block on top. And then these command blocks, all of these command blocks are optional. Oh my god. These are what play the sounds. I will leave a link in the description to the website that lists all the types of sounds that you can do. You guys can experiment. If you have redstone in a different location, just do /play sound. What sound should I do? I think it's note dot thing. I think that's it. Yeah. So that's the note that I have. I know there's note. I think it's like B attack. No. Maybe it's base. I don't know. It's something like that. I'm not gonna mess around with it till I sign it. I know there's liquid dot water. I know a few of them. Oh, you couldn't hear that one. I heard it a little bit, but it was really hard to hear. So this is all optional right here. I recommend it if you want cool sound effects like that. So I'm gonna go over this again just in case and take a little slow. So you're going to take put a command block down, and right there put a redstone comparator, and then put your block of choice right in front of the comparator, and then put another command block on top of your block of choice. And then right here, optional, like I said, you can put a command block here if you want sound. If not, make sure you do not put your dropper make sure you do not put your dropper on it like that, because what's gonna happen is this comparator, I think it's the comparator at least, I'm not sure what exactly signals it, but this comparator I think signals redstone through this and will, when you're putting your crafting recipe in here, it'll shoot blocks out as you every time you do the actual recipe and then get it, it'll shoot blocks out. So make sure there's a space in between make sure there's a space in between this block and that block if you're not going to do sound. So let me just copy this really quick. Okay, so let me now get on to the commands. So basically what I have in here, okay, hold on. Let me let him know that I'm recording right now. Okay, I just had to let him know that I was calling. or calling, what am I talking about? That I was recording. Okay, so basically this block is going to clone this right here. It's going to clone this block. No, not clone it. What I'm talking about, that is this block. This block is going to, every time the redstone goes off, as you can see, the command is /test for blocks. It's going to test that block up there and this block right here, and if those blocks are exactly the same, this comparator will send a redstone pulse through there and up here or something like that, and signal this one, which this will clone this one right here, the one right in front of it, and replace it with this one. That's why you get kicked out of this when you build it, is because it's not actually sending the item into this one, it's breaking this one and placing a whole new one right there. Yeah, so that's how that works. Now for the actual commands and stuff, now here let me show you how to get like the exact coordinates of the block if you didn't if you don't know how to already. And it's not like standing on it or something. You do not want any decimals in it. So if you're on a desktop, hit F3. On a laptop, I think it's F3, some of them at least. You look at it, and when you look at it right there, it'll say looking at, and then there's the coordinates, so you can take a picture with your phone, screenshot it, do whatever you need to remember it. Let's go back in here, and then you're gonna type the command /test for blocks. Make sure the S is there, because if it's not, it won't work. It'll just give you errors. So make sure the S is there, and then put the coordinates that I just showed you how to get there, and then you're gonna have to put them in twice. I'm not sure why, but you do. And then if you do not know what these are, this is like, these squiggly things is basically the position of the block. So this is the Z, so this is like exactly in the block, this is also in the block. This is negative -4 blocks away from the command block. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is this. Since it's not up, it would be looking at this one right here. So basically this is going to test for that one up there, and that's why this redstone is repeatedly going on and off, which I will show you how to make after I show you how to set all this up. It's going to, every less than a second actually, I think, is going to signal this command block, and it's going to keep checking, it's going to keep checking and checking to see if the block up there matches this one. So this one is testing for that one up there. Now if you have the recipe, like if you have that recipe and that furnace, this one, because this one looks at that and that, if these are the exact same recipe, that's when the redstone comparator comes into play. If it's not, as you can see, it's not doing anything. So yeah, so that's how that works, if that made any sense. I'm sorry if it didn't. You redstone people and command block people should understand what I'm saying. If I make no sense to you, I apologize. There will, like I said, there will be an updated version and stuff, hopefully where I can explain it better. But yeah, so that checks that one and that one. If they match, the redstone comparator will send a redstone pulse up through this into this one, which will then clone. So as you can see, this one is 2 blocks away from this command block, so 1, 2. That will clone this block, and these are the coordinates of the dropper up there. And so basically what's happening is this will clone it. This is the whole cloning part right here. Once again, put your coordinates in twice, and then it's going to replace it with these coordinates. And since it cloned it, it didn't send that one up there. It created a copy and basically pasted it up there. That's why when you put that in, that will appear rather than those staying in there. And one thing I gotta say before we continue is that the reason these gotta be the exact same is because when this is testing for it, it's testing this one, and that one is looking for an exact match. So that's why they have to be exactly the same. Because if they're not, if the capitalizations are incorrect, and if they're like the spelling is wrong or something, it's not gonna work. And they also have to be facing the exact same way. So if I were to point this way, actually let me hit F3 again. So as you can see, I'm pointing towards the X. Now if I move, this is Z, X, Z. So as you can see, this is negative X. I'm looking towards negative X. Now I'm looking towards positive X. So I just gotta remember this is positive X. If I go out here, go to the top, fly over here, I am pointing towards positive X. That's because the furnaces down there are facing the same way. They gotta exactly, or else it will not work. And I figured that out because as I was setting this up, it was getting aggravating because this wasn't working. So I wanted to make sure this command block was actually working. So what I did was I took the redstone and I made it come around here, and then I put it up to this block like that, and then I saw that it was cloned. When I went up there, the dropper was facing a different way, and then when I put the only recipe I had created up there, it worked, but when I broke it and faced it the other way, it stopped working. So I had to come down here and face these the correct way, the one that I was facing. So yeah, that's that. Make sure all of these are turned off. Yeah, make sure those are all turned off. And now onto the actual recipe and sign. I recommend, if you forget easily stuff, put something on the top one that says item, put something on the bottom one that says like recipe something. You see a lot of tutorials with that. That'll just remind you that the top one is the item, bottom one is the recipe. I know you can easily remember it if you just look inside of them, but it's just an easier way. So basically, to finish this off, almost, we still gotta build that thingy in the back over there. But the bottom one, you're going to create the recipe, and then on the top is your result. So as you can see, the glowstone and the prismarine thingy, let's see, prismarine bricks, if I get that, if I put that around, it will not work right now, and I'm gonna prove to you that this is actually working. It's not like I modded this or something. So as you can see earlier, it worked. If I were to go down here, let me just get the glowstone again. And then I go down in here, and then if I put it's around there, and then I get my sea lantern, I put that on there. Now what should have happened was, once I put that on there, now this is checked for that and that one, and notice that these were exactly the same. And so once that, the comparator kicked in. Actually I don't have these set up now that I think about it. So let me I'll type the command in. Let me just copy these coordinates so I don't have to go back up there and look. If you hit shift, and then move your arrows. You can highlight stuff, and then Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste. So if I go in there and I type /test for blocks, and in there twice, and then it's squiggly squiggly -4. You also need to figure out which way all of that is, and I'll show you how to do that in a second as well. I'm gonna go over kind of like that, just like that. So now it's testing those two, and since it knows it's exactly the same, you see that since they're exactly the same, this one's working right now. And so now if I type in /clone squiggly squiggly -2, oh, it needs a little squiggly here, the tilde to be more exact, but who wants to be exact, you know? It's better to just say thingy, it's easier. Just go in there and copy that. So this is basically a way of cheating through it. Now that it's copied it, and replaced, at least it should have. I don't know why that's not going off. Let's see. Okay, so let me take that out really quick. There we go, now it created it. So as you can see, I took that out, that went off, I put it back in. Now it noticed that those two matched exactly, so that turned on for a quick second. Powered this command block. Powered this command block, cloned that, and replaced it with the one up there. So if I go up here now, I should now have a sea lantern. Now you guys can do this very easily, so let me show you how to make the little thingy in the back here. Very simple actually. So all you need is, if I go in here, just grab the stuff. Just put 2 blocks down. Put 4 redstone torches on it. Redstone up top. On the sides here. Then right there. And it'll start doing this. Now it's not gonna always light up diagonal like that. Sometimes it'll light up side to side. Actually, it's perfect timing. It'll start moving side to side like that. And that's how to do that little clock thing, so it turns on and off and keeps checking the redstone. Unless you have a different way of doing that. I like it this way. I know there's other ways of doing it. And this redstone is here just cause. I'm not really sure why. It just is. Yeah, I hope you guys understood that. Now let me, if you guys want to continue, if you haven't figured it out already, how to figure out when you're placing these what your X, Y, and Z position is, and if you need to use negatives or not. So let me just get a command block. Yeah. Button. So let's go ahead and go over here. So now a way to figure out which way you need to do stuff. So like when you're cloning a block, obviously your coordinates aren't going to be exactly like mine. Your squiggly ones might, maybe not. So let's say, alright, so let's do set block. I think it's set block. I think if I did that, it would tell me that's not a command. No? Okay. Set block, let's do dirt, so negative 1. No, actually. I'm gonna show you how this actually works though, okay? So that was set block. Maybe it's place block. No? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so these need to go first. So it's negative 1. And then still didn't work. I'm so stupid. I'm really bad at this right now, sorry. Set block. Now it should place the dirt right there. Yeah. So your Y value. This is your Y value. The squiggly thingy is, so basically the squiggly thingies is from where the command block is. And then is from where the command block is, it wants it to go 1 block up. So if I were to get rid of that 1, like so, it would replace this command block with dirt, just like that. Let's see. Now, to find out which way your X is, let's do X2. That way, if it's the way I'm facing, it won't break the button. Now, if I press this, and of course, like I always do, I always forget to say that. Okay, so it's 2 blocks away. Now, mine, oh crap. Mine was like this. Mine was negative. One of mine was like this. Which means that if I want this to, if you want yours to be like mine, you find your values like I did, like that, and then you will place your stuff this way, or you can use X like it was before. Just that's a way of figuring out your X, Y, and Z values. Oh, and to also, I know it's not that important, but just in case you need this, you could do like 1, actually let's do like 4, 3, like that. Why do I always keep putting dirty? And then let's get the button. And so basically what it's saying is it's gonna be 4 blocks away, so this is X right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go on the 4th one, look up, 4 blocks away, and then it should be 3 blocks up, so from this it's gonna go 1, 2, and here's the 3rd value. Okay? Because the command block was right there, it would have gone, say this was the command block, it would have gone up 1, 2, 3, and then that's where the dirt would have been. That's why I didn't just go like that and then put it on the block right there. But anyways, yeah. So that's how that works. If there's any confusion, put down in the comments, please. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I did put a lot of time in it still. And it's the only tutorial I was able to find where they actually show you how to build it and teach you all this kind of stuff. Anyways, yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.